They say heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes, they wear a worn-out work shirt, carry a roll of duct tape in one hand, and a language phrasebook in the other. This is the story of Samir, a single dad, hotel maintenance worker, and the kind of man the world rarely notices until one unforgettable night. It was the peak of summer in Toronto, the kind of heat that clung to your skin and turned every breath into a struggle. The Harmony Grand Hotel was bustling with international guests. A music festival, a medical conference, and a wedding party had collided into one chaotic weekend. Behind the marble counter, the receptionists were frantically juggling bookings. The elevators chimed nonstop. Tempers flared, voices rose. And then, the air conditioning died. A thick, suffocating heat swallowed the lobby. Children cried, old guests fanned themselves desperately, and complaints poured in from every corner of the building. Managers scrambled for solutions. Staff huddled in corners, whispering about the broken system. And somewhere amidst the chaos, unnoticed by most, Samir tightened his tool belt and headed for the utility room. Samir was not supposed to be on the evening shift. He had swapped with a colleague to attend his daughter's school play. But when the AC crisis hit, he left the half-painted cardboard backdrop and rushed back to the hotel. He knew he might miss her monologue, the one she'd practiced every night in their tiny apartment. But duty called, and rent didn't pay itself. Clutching his repair kit, Samir disappeared into the service tunnels behind the walls. Sweat dripped down his face as he wrestled with rusted bolts and tangled wires. Meanwhile, in the lobby, frustration mounted. A family from Paris argued with the receptionist in broken English. A group of Japanese tourists huddled near a window, confused and worried. An elderly couple from Mexico fanned themselves with hotel brochures. And then, a child, no older than 4, burst into tears. His mother, a Syrian refugee attending a local charity event, tried to soothe him in Arabic. The hotel staff struggled to communicate. And that's when, dusty and flushed, Samir emerged from a side door, a patch of oil on his cheek and compassion in his eyes. Without hesitation, Samir knelt beside the crying boy. In gentle, fluent Arabic, he murmured, "La tabki, habibi, kul shay haykun tamam." "Don't cry, my dear, everything will be okay." The boy's sobs quieted. His mother's eyes filled with tears of gratitude. Then, turning to the confused tourists, Samir spoke rapid-fire Japanese. He apologized, promised swift repairs, and even made a joke about Canadian summers. They laughed, visibly relaxing. A flustered French guest approached next, and Samir switched effortlessly to French, explaining the situation. He moved through the lobby like a warm breeze in a storm, calming, connecting, reassuring. Russian, Italian, Hindi, Mandarin, languages poured from him, each word a bridge across frustration and fear. And high above, on the mezzanine, the hotel's CEO, a tall, stern woman named Evelyn Drake, watched in silence. Samir wasn't aware he was being watched. He didn't see the wealthy wedding guests who stopped mid-toast to listen. Didn't notice the business travelers lowering their phones to marvel. He was too busy being human. After nearly an hour, drenched in sweat, Samir gave the main AC panel a final twist. A low hum filled the air, and blessedly cool air spilled from the vents. A cheer erupted in the lobby. People clapped. Someone whistled. A little girl ran up and hugged Samir's leg. And still, Evelyn Drake remained silent. Later, as the lobby emptied and the night quieted, Samir sat alone in the break room. His phone buzzed. A video message from his daughter. She was still in her play costume, face bright with pride. "I did it, Baba. But I missed you. I saved you a cupcake." Samir smiled, exhaustion softening. He hadn't been there, but she knew why. Just then, the CEO entered. Evelyn Drake, known for her unshakable composure and ironclad rules, surprised everyone when she extended a hand. "Samir," she said quietly, "how many languages do you speak?" He shrugged modestly. 8. And a little bit of German if I'm nervous." She chuckled, a sound no one in the hotel could recall hearing before. "You saved this hotel tonight," she admitted. "Not just with your tools, with your heart." And then, placing a small, embroidered badge on the table, she added, "From tomorrow, you're no longer just maintenance staff. You're the new guest relations manager." Samir blinked. His hands, calloused and cracked, trembled as he picked up the badge. It wasn't just a promotion. It was a recognition of something he'd always believed, that kindness speaks every language. Today, if you walk into the Harmony Grand, you'll find a smiling man behind the guest services desk. He'll remember your name, speak your language, fix what's broken, and on weekends, you'll find him in the front row of the local school auditorium, cheering louder than anyone. Because sometimes the world does notice. And kindness always echoes back. And so, to every Samir out there, the unnoticed, the overworked, the quietly heroic, this story's for you. Because you remind us that no act of compassion is ever wasted. And that sometimes, the people who save us aren't the ones we expect.